What's up, everybody? Let's see if I can put the link in the chat here on my own cognizance, which is another word I learned this year. Whew. How can I do this? Let's see. First of all, try your glasses. All right. Shit. I shall put invite. Oh, wait. I gotta go to private chat. No. Mainstream. No. Comments. What up, Pop the Trunk? Yeah, thank you, sir. If you didn't put your little post right there, gosh dang it, I wouldn't have had the know-how to get in here. Okay, so now I can invite. Pops, jump in here, man. Let's see, invite, copy. Drop a link down here with my 2 fingers. Always a 2-finger. Paste and supply. And then I always like to do this. Gosh dang it. Yeah, boy. Fucking A. Hey, Pops, we were talking in the background. Motherfuckers at Kaz's channel, dude. We were fucking around, man. It was good time. There's one more empty can. I swear, man. There's a lot of people doing photos. Skydro. There's a lot of people doing photos, man. I'm telling you, the game is upping and upping and upping. I would love to submit a picture that I did of one of my dolls in front of the perfect fucking background. But then I go to this magazine and I'm like, man, I'm ashamed. I can't. My pictures are not. What up, JJ Pierre? How you doing, man? Yo, Marcos, what's up, homie? Good to see you, bro. What's up, everyone? JJ Pierre. Yeah, I am. Somebody, in my opinion, my opinion, Skydro. Oh, what up, Ed? What up, motherfucker? Ed needs no one to talk with him because he doesn't give a shit. He can handle his own. What's up, Ed? Geek Homeworld. Boy.
Hey.
What's up, man? What are you doing?
What's up?
Nothing.
Hey there.
Talk to me.
Not much.
Okay, so just talking about like pictures. I know you don't personally take pictures of your figures. I know that you did, and this is no disrespect. I would do it as well. And matter of fact, I have rainbows. I'll take pictures of rainbows like a motherfucker, dude. I don't care if I see it. And apparently in Australia, the
rainbows rock.
What?
I said rainbows rock, man.
They do. And so, same thing with. So that goes into the aspect of the whole photography shit. So all the stuff in the magazine that I don't know if I hope you saw some of it tonight, but the way that they did that magazine, pretty fucking cool. It's all of us doing pictures. Whether it wasn't me this time or you this time, it could be. Gosh dang, man. Toy Mercs hit that magazine hard, dude. I think it was great. Skydro, in your opinion. Yeah. Profit!
How's it going, humans?
Good. Just talking. I'm talking mad props on Toy Mercs, man.
So I got a little bit of bad news.
What's your bad news?
We're not doing 89 the last Sunday of this month.
Okay.
I have
I was literally working on my list right now.
Some friends of mine, they're opening a new location, and I'm going to be helping them like build the store.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not going to be available. Just don't have time to do all the work, and I don't want to half-ass an episode.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, we'll be taking May off, and we'll be resuming in June.
Nice. Perfect.
That's good. I've got some stuff coming up too. I got a big announcement. I can't talk about it. Well, maybe I can.
Because you.
Oh, we're live. I can't talk about it then. If we're backstage, I can talk about it.
We are backstage. Just pretend.
No, we're live. I can't talk about it live.
Oh yeah. Excuse me.
But I do want to talk about it.
Probably for the best, anyways. Curtis wanted a little time off. Anyhow, you know.
Yeah, my schedule's about to get hectic.
Curtis is pretty good about. Hey, Curtis, if you're here, what's up, man? He's like, hey, I need some time off. Cool. But then yet he still sends us these little side texts, and we're like, hey, bro, you said you're off, and I don't say nothing. I just don't reply, right? Sometimes I reply, give him a little tease, but like, hey, I'm still here too, but I don't want to fucking go against what you wanted.
Hey, Prophet, I got a new look. Can I work in the mines?
Not with that hairline.
Hey, I got a hair.
You're not a kid.
I got some hair up in here. I got some hair up in here.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a kid. Shit. I'm running the mines, but not in the mines.
You know what's funny? Because when you pull your bangs down like that, you don't look younger. You just look emo.
I don't have any bangs, but it's just hair.
You look like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
I'm
Bully Maguire.
Yeah. I wish I would, dude. I would love to slice my whole scapula off and then tilt it 10 degrees and then reattach it, dude. That's what I would love to do. But you know, it doesn't happen.
Oh wait. You'd like to do what?
I think it would mess with your natural charm.
What would you like to do to your head?
When you get like okay, so we're so far technologically advanced that we can laser a perfect line around, remove some fatty tissue here and drop it to the back and just get your whole scalp and go whoop, 10 degrees. That's it. That's all I see a half inch. I just want to
Hey, Skydro Walker's here. Let's fucking go.
Hey,
Prophet, do you still want the 89 list?
Yes.
Okay. I'm working on it now as we're speaking.
It'll be in June, though.
Yeah, you just don't have to rush because we're doing it at the end of June now instead of May.
Okay. Sounds good.
Prophet, forgive me. I already sent it to you, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I had one mistake, and you corrected me. Got it. I got it. I was thinking about that today, matter of fact. I was like, did I? I was like, yes, because I immediately sent it to Kurt. Hey, did you send your shit to Prophet yet? He's like, no, did you? I was like, yes, I did, motherfucker. And I got corrected on one. On this one, he's like, shit. All right. Fuck yeah. Curtis. Motherfucker. What up, Kurt? Are you here, Kurt? Curtis, jump in. He's like, no, I'm sleeping. Fuck you, Curtis. Curtis is like, I'm touching myself. You're always touching yourself. He's like, shit. I got him, Prophet.
I'm 3 subs away from 100.
Curtis is gay, dude.
I don't know if it's so much that you've got him, M3, as much as he's got himself.
Right. Hey, Curtis, he got himself. And when he thinks about him, he got himself. He's laughing right now. He's like, Mom, don't listen.
Like, Mom, whatever you do, don't touch that sock.
Oh, shit. Hey, Bullwinkle, what'd you think of everything tonight, man? How'd it go? It went good, huh? Went real good. I had a good time tonight, man.
Doug guy has an awesome collection.
Yeah, gosh dang it.
He's got stuff from, he said like 68 he's born in 68, so.
Hey, everybody that appears on Kaz's channel has credibility of something they are getting to collect.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing, man.
Yeah, except for that M3 guy.
You mean Maleficent? I thought you were doing a Maleficent impression there with your horns. That's what it looked like in the distance.
I know. I tried. Yeah. Hey, she's hot. It's fine. There's
Yeah.
things that go down with that. I want to play too.
Right. M3 identifies as Angelina Jolie in costume.
Hey, she got took hard. That guy was a pussy bitch, dude.
You talking about Billy Bob Thornton?
What? No. In Maleficent.
Oh.
Brad Pitt?
No, the kid.
He's talking about the character or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, no big deal. Sorry for distracting, but he was a bitch, and he ousted Angelina Jolie's younger character because she had wings. I don't know. It's too bad. That's why she was jealous. That's why she had the fucking spin wheel with the brick. She wanted to put a spell on the fucking firstborn.
That was the same actor that played Murdoch in the A-Team movie.
What?
Dwight Schultz? No.
He was also in that movie with the cockroach aliens. What was it called? He turned into one of the cockroach aliens by the end of it. District 13, I think. Was that it?
Oh, District 9.
Really good movie.
Very good.
It was in L.A. It took place in L.A. Ed.
You know, it's another good one in that time frame. Eckert, the guy that played Two-Face, Harvey Two-Face. Battle Los
Aaron
Angeles.
Eckhart.
Yeah, Battle Los Angeles. That was a good film.
Wait. The same guy that did Two-Face was the same guy that did
Battle Los Angeles.
No, Punisher.
Did he?
No, that's Thomas.
No.
Jane.
That's a different dude.
Oh. Okay. Punisher was great, and I like that guy.
He's the same guy. Thomas Jane's the one that played the handsome Frankenstein.
Yes. The one that nobody likes because it's like, why? What happened? What is going on here? Yes. Punisher. That's so crazy.
Well, I blame writers like what's her name? Stephanie, the one that did Twilight.
What, the actress? Or?
No, the writer.
Oh, I don't even know who wrote Twilight. I never followed it.
Skydro, are you here? Forgive me. Shit.
I think her name is Stephanie. But the point is, writers like her, right? They have no luck with like real world men, so they fantasize about these immortal monster men that will take them in and make them immortal and love them for all of eternity. Right? Think about Twilight, right? You got Bella, this girl who expresses pain by going cross-eyed because Kristen Stewart's not a good actress. And here she is with immortal vampire and an immortal werewolf, both madly in love with her.
My vampires don't glisten in the sun. They're the True Blood vampires, like the HBO series. And Lost Boys, best vampires.
I remember when vampires used to be scary.
Yeah.
Wait. My sisters always used to tell me, like, how come you want to be a vampire instead of like something else? I'm like, because they always get the girls. Like,
well, yeah, they're always suave and kind of debonair, like Bela Lugosi and all them guys and the originators.
I mean, by that rationale, though, wouldn't you rather be, take a cue from John Travolta's Michael?
That was a good film.
Right? He just had this, like, appeal towards all women. They smelled like chocolate chip cookies when he was near, and they all wanted him.
Hey, I almost did that. Oh, shit.
Wouldn't you rather be an angel than a vampire?
Yeah. Not a fallen angel, but yeah.
Well, Michael wasn't fallen in the movie.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. I hadn't seen that film in years.
Especially according to Noah's Ark, fallen angels were like giant rock monsters.
Man, I would want to be
and King Agamemnon snuck onto the ark and made Noah fight a diehard battle.
Yeah, but if you know the end of the end of the end, and you know who's gonna win, you're like, I won't want to be anything else, but except for like something like.
Oh, I'm 5 episodes into Andor.
I'm trying to watch it, but I
Stop right now, Ed. Don't.
I just can't, man. I can't.
Don't try and be nice to Prophet. Fuck Andor, dude. It sucks.
You're out of your mind, dude.
Caveman loves it. Caveman loves it.
It's too.
Yeah, I love it too, man. I think it's fantastic.
They say it's like possibly maybe next to Empire's like possibly or Rogue One's like the best written Star Wars, but it doesn't have the Star Wars ish that I need. I need some lightsabers, some Jedi.
And that to me is the problem. Like I don't need, that's why. Like take Marvel for example, right? Everyone complained that all Marvel movies are the same, right. And then they make Eternals, and they're like, "Oh, it's not like a Marvel movie." Right. I'm like, "Well, make up your fucking mind, you crybabies."
Well, it was based in the comics, so yeah, they shouldn't have a problem with Eternals. Eternals wasn't as bad as people said, but
not anywhere near as bad.
Yeah. Hey, Prophet, I need to ask you a question real quick. Is War of the Roses considered it's showing on here as a 1989 film?
War of the Roses is 89, yes.
Okay, then that's definitely on my list then.
It's on my list too.
Yep, it's
gay. Two gays. Two gays. You're the only ones that picked that fucking movie.
That is a great movie.
Dude, War of the Roses is a masterpiece.
Dude, man. I got Driving Miss Daisy on my. That's a classic as well. I don't care how unmanly you might think.
Like you can't relate to War of the Roses, M3, because you're in a happy marriage.
Prophet. Hey, Prophet. Ed's on your team, Prophet.
No, I'm in a happy marriage too. That's a great film.
Hey, M3, what did you say it was?
Gay.
Gay.
No, how is it gay? There's not a single homosexual character in the entire film.
It's a great film.
That was good. Okay, War of the Roses, Danny DeVito.
Excellent.
Two more people. Bette Midler.
No, you're thinking the wrong movie.
You say, yeah, you're thinking of
who are the three people?
War of the Roses is Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. Getting divorced. Danny DeVito plays their divorce lawyer,
which is like awesome. Man.
That's a Mandela effect. Kathleen Turner is my favorite from Jewel of the Nile and Romancing the Stone.
I know it's like they had like those three films, like their trilogy of films in the 80s.
In my reality, War of the Roses was Danny DeVito.
T-Pan Page is backstage and he misspelled gay.
Danny DeVito and Bette Midler were my what?
Bette Midler's cool.
Fuck her.
No, Danny DeVito and Bette Midler. You're thinking of Ruthless People.
That's exactly what. Yeah, was it Danny DeVito in that? Yeah, I guess he was.
Yes, it was.
T-Fan,
he was the one that refused to pay her ransom.
Hello.
That's right.
And they started lowering the price, and she's like, "I've been kidnapped by Kmart."
Hey, I'm gonna leave you on.
That was hilarious. That was funny.
Yeah, Casual sent me one of those, brother. That's an awesome Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
it is. I wish the back could open, but otherwise it's cool.
Make it open.
Okay.
Oh, T-Fan's audio isn't matching his video.
Yeah, it's good, T-Fan. Everything sounds good, bro.
He's AI.
He's
hello.
Right, we've been infiltrated by a Terminator.
He's an infiltrator, Terminator.
He's a Terminator that infiltrates.
Dude, Lego Technic is bomb.
That's Lego Hot Wheels right there.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Target today, and there was a lady behind us at the register, and I turned around, and she had like, I don't know what the scale is, like really big scale of a 1966 Batman, a Batmobile. I was like, how much you want for that? It's like a couple $100. And she's like, oh, I've collected all of them. I've got the tumbler. I've got everything.
Ooh, like, the tumbler.
But
I managed to get Bumblebee.
1966 one was the best Batmobile. No question.
I will be 1 sec because there is something I wanted to show off, and I didn't bring it because I'm dumb.
Please, God, tell me it's not his penis.
Hey, please, God, tell me it is a penis.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
You both are gay.
Apparently, M3 would.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just
man.
prayed
Show me
for
that
it.
shit. Fuck, I gotta compare some shit, man.
Ah,
Forgot what I was looking
I'm
for.
like, oh damn. T-Fan wins. This is 6 feet long, 2 feet wide. Good for you, T-Fan.
sounds
Oh,
familiar.
Oh, that's bad. Oh man, I gotta kick somebody off the list. That's a hard 1989 is a hard year.
So when I got
Well,
the
trust me, M3's been hard every year.
Oh man, there's another one. I'm looking at Caveman's
That's what
list.
she said.
That made me rethink mine. Damn.
so when I got the Mega Bloks Bone Shaker, it had like 900 parts, and it goes for $70 Canadian. And they had it for clearance for 35. That's why I initially bought it because I thought, okay, that's a pretty good price. And then it came with this, apparently a very exclusive Hot Wheels car. It's a Chevy Nova.
Hey, look, the tires on that bone shaker are enough to buy it for 35, man.
Oh yeah, they have a Roger Dodger and a mod rod that I want to get as well. But this one came with this, and I was like, wow.
beautiful.
You gotta love the white walls on that bone shaker.
Yep,
Híjola a la chingada.
that is a very exclusive custom 70 Chevy Nova.
Pretty. Fucking Hot Wheels, dude. Shout out Hot Wheels. They still playing the game. They don't care what's going on, tariffs or not. We're gonna.
You
put
know
out
what? My
some-
favorite thing about the Bone Shaker, not just can you take out the engine, but the stick shift right inside there is a skull.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
I see it.
But why is there a gas tank where the rumble seat is supposed to be?
Yes. I
First
don't know cars. I just look at cars and I'm like, that's a cool car.
second
Or well, how they like to call it in the old days, the mother-in-law seat.
Yeah. Is there one? Oh no, there's not. It's But yeah, everything is not a sticker, by the way. It's all prints.
Shout out Prince.
And then
Shout out Symbol.
Temple.
Oh, look at that front end. That's worth buying it.
Sheesh.
mhm.
Yeah, I'll put some
Jeez.
Even that's a print right there with the Hot Wheels logo. That's just on the plate.
Yeah, I'll
Those
put some-
tires, though, man. Look at those white walls.
Mm-hmm.
Those are dope, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're rubber.
Of course they are.
Tron.
Even little tiny
What's
Hot
actually
Wheels
interesting
tires
about
are
the
rubber.
Bone Shaker is that they sell them in the regular one. They sell them with the closed roof or an open roof. You could get one or the other. This one you can swap out and just open the roof. So
Yeah, I've personally seen.
Which is definitely helpful if the roof is on fire.
yeah, especially when that happens. Okay.
Hey, T-Fan, I've been next to a fucking car like that, man. He went to the gym. He was cool.
I finally got the one with glasses.
Yeah, but why does he have a football helmet on?
I don't know. He's just a dork, I guess.
Is that the Transformers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover? That's the Donatello?
It basically is Donatello.
Mm.
Oh, I'm a nerd. Oh, we relatable. Also, these tiles fell off the car, and I don't know where they go. They go on the doors. I figured it out. Told you.
Hey, anytime I try and figure something out, it's really difficult. Okay, I can't do it right now.
I can't do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
No,
Not at this juncture.
that's tonight.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Can't do it. Things are too hard. Kamala, do it for me. I'll be president still.
Hey, Prophet, remember how we were talking about slightly? You
Damn it, Jim. I'm
can't
just a doctor. I can't do it.
how to get a 1/6 scale figure without having a kid face. Leave it to me. I purchased a 1/6 scale, and I can't wait to pose her behind one of my beauties over there. I got plans, man. It's
I
great.
got plans, man.
I don't like the way you said that. I got plans.
Plans,
I got
man.
plans.
Awesome, M3. Show us the blueprints.
I wanna put a swing right there. I got
Show
swing-
it. Show on the doll.
Show them the doll. I love it. So
Where did
good.
he put you?
I'm happy. I'm happy for myself. I really
There you go. Good for you.
Well, I'm happy that you're happy.
thank you.
I'm happy that he thinks you're happy.
And if anybody's happy,
I'm happy you got that happy ending.
If you're
Yes.
happy and you know it, clap your hands.
clap.
If you have a happy ending and you
M3
know,
made
clap
himself
your
too
hands.
happy and he got the clap.
Clap.
All right, send us the prophet.
If you're happy and you know it, and
Your
I don't know what. I'm
penis
sorry.
really shows it.
If you're happy and you know it, that's not a zucchini.
Dude. Hey, T-Fan, how often would you say that you were involved in listening in
Yeah.
on the last 40 casual shows? Would you say you only came in like once or twice? Or would you say you were there a lot, but you just stay hidden just to listen?
Probably once or twice. Either I got too tired or just didn't even realize it was happening.
Okay. I also know that if I'm not there in chat, I'm not there. So I always think that too. Like, but when I am there,
Oh, Kaz. Yeah.
I want to make sure.
Yeah,
that
once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm about 80% out most of the time, but a lot of the time I'm in.
I want to be in more, but it just haven't been lately.
It's hard. Yeah, you got shit.
All right,
It's not
prophet.
it's like-
Prophet, you got my list, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
The thing you sent me before the list, I was probably some time ago. The
Awesome.
Sigourney Weaver saying
Oh yeah.
still a better astronaut than Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Less important though, because Sigourney's a man.
No.
No.
He is not.
Where did you get that?
He
She's
is
built
not
like
a man.
one.
I will.
I don't know.
Okay.
She's a badass though. That's all I know.
Go ahead, Prophet.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because she's a man.
When
No,
she got
she's
up in
not.
the exo suit, she was not a man. She was a woman.
She was
She
kicking
didn't have
butt.
any
Is what she
breasts
was
to
doing.
There is no man, only Zool.
Zool.
That's
Zool.
true. That's true.
That's right, T-Man.
Thank you,
I am a Zool.
T-Fan. I couldn't figure out what I was trying to think of. You got it.
Yeah,
Zool.
Yeah, anyone who thinks Sigourney Weaver is hot is gay.
Wait.
You guys are gay.
Her titty popped out on that scene.
She was back in 1977.
Yeah. She had,
77.
I'm not-
Yeah, what year? What year?
She's
was
got
that?
a flatter chest than you do.
She probably does.
That's how it slipped out.
And
Oh.
broader shoulders.
Prophet.
No, she
You
does
didn't,
not.
you didn't see her in Ghostbusters, did you?
No, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
It's Ghostbusters sitting in the chair.
Yeah, and every single scene she was wearing the baggiest clothes imaginable to hide her manhood.
Jeez.
No, I'll fuck Sigourney Weaver, dude.
More like she'll fuck you.
Well, I
She's coming either way.
yeah, she's having a good time, dude. Wait. Maybe not. Maybe she's like, oh my god, can I get an alien here? This guy's not doing it for me.
Yeah, after you were done with that, you'll be in a fetal position in a corner crying.
I think I would have fun with Sigourney Weaver. Wait, Prophet, you're right. You know what? Ed, can we really see ourselves fucking Sigourney Weaver? Or are we out of that? What if we had 5 other girls to choose from and she was the 6th one? Would you choose her to be in the 5th and kick one out? Or do you have 5 other ones you're like, wait a minute?
Well, I think you already know my answer to that. I'm not gay, so I would never fuck Sigourney Weaver.
Ed?
What? Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I only got to ask for my lady. That's it.
What's your lady?
My wife.
Oh,
The only one that matters.
Me too. Me too. Babe, I love you.
You're the one asking this question. Oh, babe, I love you.
That's not the point, Ed. That's not what we're getting at.
That's not what we're getting at.
Dude.
I'm going to say nothing on the live chat.
Right? Why are you trying to get him in trouble?
Prophet.
No,
Ed likes
He's the one saying it.
Sigourney.
You know, okay,
Ed
okay.
likes Sigourney.
I do like Sigourney.
Bull Eagle, you wouldn't do it.
M3 horny for Sigourney.
I'm not saying Sigourney isn't a decent actor. I'm just saying
how they
she's
call her
very
Sigourney.
mannish.
Manish. I would
Robert Franciscos says Sigourney is trans.
no Robert Francois. Is that Robert Francois?
Francois.
Click in here.
Excuse my French.
Robert Francois.
He says Sigourney is trans. He's probably right.
He's wrong.
He's wrong. She's
He's
hot.
wrong.
Her no titty ass is hot.
Oh man.
There is no Dana, only Swirl. Blah, 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 blah.
There is no vagina, only penis.
Only cock.
You guys are gay as fuck, dude.
You're the one that says you like Sigourney Weaver.
Okay, wait. Yep, I would agree to myself.
Are you a girl? No? Then die.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's my favorite movie.
Fucking
Ghostbusters is great. I wouldn't say my favorite, but it's definitely great.
Yeah. It would have been even cooler with Eddie Murphy in it at the time, you know, in his peak.
I
love it the way it is. I love it the way it is, but, you know, that would have just been something.
Because here's the
all
thing.
Of them.
Here's the thing. The only reason Bill Murray was in it is because Eddie Murphy wasn't.
Well, no, that's why they got the other dude. What was his name? The actor's
Ernie
name.
Hudson.
They got Ernie
Ernie
Hudson.
Hudson.
Yes, they did get Ernie Hudson, but Bill Murray was brought in after Eddie Murphy said no.
Really? Oh, I thought they were in, and Ernie Hudson was the one that was brought in because
No, because it was originally supposed to be 3 people. It was supposed to be Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, and Eddie Murphy.
Wow.
And Eddie Murphy said no, and they replaced him with Ernie Hudson. But they didn't think Ernie Hudson was a big enough comedy name to carry it on his own, and they brought in Bill Murray. Harold Ramis brought him in because they were friends. They had already done Stripes together and SNL and
Bill Murray
and all
stole the
that.
show. Bill Murray stole that movie.
That's when he was at his peak, I think. Yeah. After that, it was kind of downhill.
Light him up.
I don't know about that. Groundhog Day was almost a decade later. I think that's one of his best.
Groundhog Day's perfect.
That's true. That is a good film.
Scrooge was almost a decade later. That was amazing.
Is Scrooge in '89? Damn it.
The one he does with the girl.
Scrooge was 88. That was on Curtis' list last time.
Oh, it was on mine last week. I thought I missed it. I was like, I don't want to miss
What's
it.
the movie?
It was a little penny racer.
What's the movie where Bill Murray's like 75 and the girl's like 18 or 19 or 20 or something?
Well, that's Scarlett
Ant-Man and the
Johansson
Wasp
is the opposite on him. It's
Quantum
called
Mania.
Lost in Translation.
The one
you
that's
go.
really funny. What
That's a
about
good
Bob?
movie.
You remember that? What about Bob? Where
Yeah.
What's the guy? What's the guy that was his psychiatrist? And
Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss. Oh man, that's a hilarious film because Bill Murray's
Is
just
there-
like so crazy.
Did I gaslight myself? Is there a movie where Bill Murray was taking a road trip and he had to transport an elephant or something?
Hmm.
I feel like that's a
You're
movie.
talking about
I've seen that
Cannonball.
before,
What? You're talking about Cannonball, aren't you?
No,
No,
that would have been Smokey and the Bandit too.
Right.
Dom DeLuise with the elephant.
Oh, okay, that was Smokey.
One of my favorite Bill Murray movies is the Man Who Knew Too Little. He goes to visit his brother who married a British woman in England, and he thinks he's participating in like some like play acting thing, but he's actually involved in like a crime ring type shit.
I did see that, Prophet. That is a real. I've watched it one time and it's good. Years ago.
I like his scene in Zombieland 2.
Oh yeah, that's a great scene.
Hey, so that was
Is it Zombieland 2 or Zombieland?
No, it's
1?
Zombieland 1, but we understand what he's talking about.
No, he
Zombieland
was in
good.
Zombieland 2. He was in one of the last scenes of the movie.
yeah, that's
He
crazy.
was in 2. Yeah, that's right.
Oh well, his scene in part 1 was where he dies.
Yes. But the scene in Zombieland 2 takes place as the zombies were taking over. So it was years
Oh,
before.
right, when he's like pretending to be one.
When he's promoting Garfield 3.
Right, hey, that's a reason to be glad the apocalypse came.
Yeah. Because he was being interviewed by, I don't think it was Entertainment Tonight, but it was something.
Yeah, Zombieland is an incredible movie.
Yeah. I haven't watched that in a while.
Some of the best opening credits ever, in my opinion.
It's a Volkswagen bus.
That Metallica, so good.
My cats are playing and running around.
Oh,
Hey,
that's a
Mo, you
shame.
want to say hi? There you
When
are.
you said your cats were playing, I was hoping they were playing poker,
Yep, they are. I'm interrupting their game.
trying to, replace the dogs on the painting.
Yes. What's going on? Hello. Hi. Stop chewing on Bumblebee. I just wanted to say hi and be like, yay, I got stuff thanks to a buddy of mine. Yay. Actually, a couple of things I've been looking for a while, so that's good.
Well, congratulations, my friend. That is a very cool Hot Wheels Lego set.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. Pain in the ass to get the exhausts in, though. Because you're working with small pieces, trying to slip them in, and it's just, my fingers hurt still. But
I tried to install an exhaust pipe once. I couldn't sit down for a week.
it was, boy. Oh, there's them three. Boy.
What are you doing? Are you leaving, T-Fan?
Yeah, I gotta head out.
Good, good.
Oh,
Go,
but here's a cat.
go, homie. Light up, kitty. Yeah, I seen some kitty cat videos today, man. Hell yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it, T-Fan.
Well, T-Fan's cat, I'd like to say thank you for showing us your face this time. Normally, you're showing us your butthole.
cats are the only one in the animal kingdom that have slitted eyes other than reptiles. The lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, none of them have slitted eyes. And they hiss and they like mice. It's crazy. So there's a little conspiracy. I'm going to indulge it for a little while. I'm not going to like entertain it 100%, but why is it that cats are exactly what I just said? Slanted, vertical pupils, crazy.
Well, according to the mummy, they're the gatekeepers of the underworld.
Because they could see the other dimensions and shit. And why do they get you? I don't know. But can I jump on that wagon? And every time you don't give them food, you feel bad because they're way over you. They're your fucking kings and shit. And you're not getting food. I'm busy. Cats probably deserve more respect than. But no, fuck that, Prophet. Cats. Fuck you, cat. I don't give a fuck about cats.
All right, let's play a little game. Let's see if you guys can like identify a song by the lyrics. In the morning, you go gunning for the man who stole your water.
Go.
I'm not. I don't know what that is.
No one?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
going.
Till you get it.
What am I singing?
Oh dear.
In the morning, you go gunning for the man who stole your water.
That sounds familiar. Shoot.
I can't, Prophet. I can't.
Give us another hint.
Well, how about this? I'll say a bit of the chorus. I won't sing it because that'll just give it away.
I would guess Credence, but I know it's not Credence Clearwater.
Yes,
Not Credence. No,
it's not Credence.
I know.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the hint. I'll give you the band. It's Steely Dan.
Oh. I don't know about it. I know their songs, but I don't really know them by the names.
Right.
Yeah,
I would like a. I would like the.
M3, you were humming it. I think you know it, man.
I do.
It's the song is called "Do It Again."
Do it again.
Never would have guessed.
That's right.
Yeah, you go back, Jack. Do it again. Wheels turning round and round. You know the song.
Yeah. All right, give us another one.
All right, let's see. I was hoping one of you would get it, so then it would be your turn.
Not happening over here.
Let's see. 6 o'clock already. I was just in the middle of a
Manic
dream.
Monday.
All right, there you go.
Written by Prince when he dated Susanna
I wish
Hoffs.
it was Sunday.
Number 2 hit. It was actually replaced at number 1 by Kiss by Prince, which he originally wrote for a group, one of his side groups called The Family, which
was done better by Tom Jones.
Tom Jones did an interesting version of it. I like the original, but yeah. And that was the first time that drum machine was ever used on like a top hit, number 1 hit.
Everybody.
Whatever drum machine Prince used.
Yep, we got this. We got it.
All right, give me more.
No, you scored. It's your turn. You do one now.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Armchair warriors often fail, and we've been poisoned by these fairy tales. Lawyers clean up all the tales since Daddy had to lie.
That's gay.
No, it's not.
Well, that's got to be fairly recent with the lyric "Armchair Warriors" in it.
It's 1989.
Really? They were Armchair Warriors in 1989?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I know a place where we can go and wash away their sin. Sit and watch the clouds roll by and the tall grass waves in the wind. You give up?
I gotta wake up my I think
Oh, Bull left? Bull just left for no reason?
He said he was going to expire at 3, but I guess he lost it longer. So nobody
Oh.
knows. One of the members, he's oops,
what are you
let's-
doing?
I brought the
Boys!
If y'all give up, it's The End of the Innocents by Don Henley.
Oh, yeah, I would have never got that.
Only for you.
All right, who's next?
Well, nobody got it, so you have to go again.
Oh, I have to go again. Okay. Let's see. Gosh, I don't even know. I almost said one, but it's the title of it. So I'm gonna think of something
Brother.
else. Let's see.
We got Manny here for not too much longer.
7:30 in the morning.
Yeah. How you doing?
I was downtown.
Gay.
I'm trying
The M3's not even here at the moment.
yeah, he's not even here. So it's just us.
You on live?
No, hey, I'm here.
How about we do this?
I'm here.
Let's see. Let's something.
If you want to pass, I have a good one.
Yeah, go ahead. I can't think of anything right now.
All right. I wasn't there that morning when my father passed away.
The Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics.
Absolutely right, sir.
Excellent song.
So good.
So good. There's a lot of on that album. Oh my god, it's pretty good. Like Taken In is a really good ballad. Silent Running is a great song.
Not correct.
That was on there.
Yes, it is.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me running?
I love it.
Let's see. Oh, I guess I got to come up with, or you have to come up with one, or I don't know.
You're gay.
I'm gay.
Oh, the gay.
With only two of us, it's kind of just a back and forth, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Where's your Lego, Dad? Bitch.
Which Lego?
Which one?
Voltron.
Mm.
Oh no, M3's killing the illusion.
I know, that's right there.
Behind the Illusion.
That technique.
Is that Ed?
How's it going, Marky?
I thought that was your parole officer for a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, look, my boy Manny.
That
He's
one.
from New York.
See that?
He flew
Hey.
here.
He flew here. His arms are
How's it
shattered.
going, Manny?
Howdy.
Manny, tell me that you're dating a girl named Womany.
Womany.
Womany?
Womany? Because you're Manny? That's funny.
That would be perfect.
He's an
If you
American.
ever find a girl named Womany, you marry her.
Womany?
Womany.
I would.
We put them somewhere they can see all of us.
Okay.
Hey, look at this.
What are we looking at?
What are we looking at?
What did you do, man?
See that discoloration?
What did you do?
I got kneed in the face during jiu-jitsu.
Yikes.
Knee right to the face.
Well, at least it didn't break the skin and there won't be a scar.
I got a vicious paper cut. No.
Horrendous paper cut. The worst paper cut.
Not worse. It was the worst.
Where?
We can always go back.
So what you been working on, Prophet?
Mostly just repacking some Black Series, the list on Macari.
Oh, cool. You got any good purchases or whatever? Anything?
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing over the last couple of days.
Only Fireball. He's like, no, we're out.
I got a really cool miniature tent earlier in the week.
Tent? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like an actual tent?
Yeah. You know how like when you go in the sporting goods stores and you go in the camping section,
Oh, and
they
they
got
have the
those
little.
like miniature versions of the big ones. It's like one of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll have the little Coleman tents or something like that. Yeah, for display purposes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like $35. I couldn't pass it up, man.
Wow.
Because I've looked at like aftermarket on those display tents, and people are asking like $200-$300 for them.
Jeez, that seems ridiculous.
Yeah, right. I almost wanted to get a job at Sport Mart just so I could be the one that gets them when the tent goes out of production.
Fine.
It's kind of like when you work at the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie's run ends, and they let the staff take the posters or the stand-ups and all that shit.
Oh, dude! For the longest, I used to work at Walmart in electronics, and we'd get all those displays and big cardboard displays, and had to put them together, which were a pain in the butt. And I had all the episode 3 stuff, and I definitely had the Avengers for like forever. And I finally got rid of them, like when we moved houses, because I just didn't have any place for it. And I kind of wish I never did. But it had, the sides, and it had like the Avengers down the side because you'd have the side panels, and depending on what the display was like.
Well, you said that those cardboard displays were a pain in the butt. They probably wouldn't have been if you hadn't tried to stuff them up there in the first place.
Well, maybe that was my problem. I don't know. But
Yeah.
There was instructions. I didn't want to read the instructions, so I just figured it out, I guess. And I figured it wrong. But
yeah, man. I told you about the game that I'm working on, right?
I think so.
The movie trivia game called Who Said That?
Okay. That's cool.
Did I never tell you about it?
I don't know. Yeah, I might have missed that. I thought you were working on something, but I didn't know it was a movie trivia game.
That's one of many things I'm working on.
Well, you remember You Don't Know Jack? You remember the games You Don't Know Jack? I used to love playing those, and they'd have all the movie quotes and the different, what actor was in this film or whatever, and they'd have like, and it was really interactive. It was on PC, and I think later I bought a version on the Xbox, long time ago, and it would just come and you'd have to hit the button there to be certain different things. It was just trivia or whatever. I used to enjoy playing that, but I knew most of the trivia on there. I did pretty good in those games.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they had You Don't Know Jack, and then that was the main thing. But then they had different volumes of it. They'd always update it every year or something. But they had You Don't Know Jack movies that had like just specific movie quotes, and it might even actually be quotes from the movie, in the actor's voice or something like that. But most times it was just like written on there, and you'd have like a bonus round, and you had to like hit your controller or whatever the button was that it corresponded.
Well, the way that the game that I've got that I'm working on works is you get a movie quote, and there are 5 potential points with 2 potential bonus points. But in order to get a shot at the bonus points, you have to get all 5 of the regular points. So what it is you get the movie quote, then you need to know what movie it was, what character said the line,
right,
what actor played the character, what year the movie came out, and who directed the film. Right. So, like for example, if I were to say, "There's that word again. Why is everything so heavy in the future?"
Back to the Future.
That's 1.
Doc Brown.
That's 2.
Christopher Lloyd.
That's 3.
1985.
That's 4.
Robert Zemeckis.
That's all 5 points. So then you would get the bonus question which would be something along the lines of what was the name of the dance where Marty's parents kissed for the first time?
The name of the Enchantment Under the Sea.
That's correct. See, you would have got all 7 points there.
Wow. I know my Back to the Future. I thought you were going to throw me something like who was originally in the movie instead of Michael J. Fox, and the answer is Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz.
Yeah. That some people probably by now know that, but some people wouldn't know that. But if you ask me like Ghostbusters, you know, I would probably know it, but was that directed by Ivan Reitman? Is that correct? No.
Ghostbusters was
What's the guy? I always say Ivan Reitman, and it's not him.
No, it is Ivan Reitman. You're right.
It is Ivan Reitman. Okay.
Because his son directed Afterlife. Jason Reitman directed Afterlife.
Right. But who was the Harold Ramis? Not Harold Ramis. Was it Harold Ramis that passed away?
Yeah, Harold Ramis died. Yes.
And I felt like his son involved in that production, or
no, it was Ivan Reitman's kid that directed it, but no other.
Okay. But that's where they should have stopped with Ghostbusters with the original cast. Afterlife was perfect. That was a great, most beautiful send off.
Well, yeah, but the far left had to get their hands on it and make the Egon's granddaughter be lesbian for a ghost.
Well, they actually dialed that back a lot in the final film, I think.
Yeah, I heard it was a lot more predominant in the original script.
Yeah, which really isn't necessary to the plot of the film. But the next film that they had was just so overstuffed. Everybody got to be a Ghostbuster, and it was just like there's like 11 people in the cast, and I'm like, it's way too many people. It was an okay film, but it wasn't as good. Afterlife that should have been
right.
The new
Afterlife should have been the final film.
Final, yeah, just sign off on it, and then even though, like you said, not Bill Murray, but Dan Aykroyd was really instrumental in that last film because he really wanted to be there. You could tell, and then was it Bill Murray?
Yeah, but Aykroyd's made some pretty bad decisions in his career.
He has, but
like Ghostbusters 2000.
Oh yeah, I forgot that existed.
Nothing But Trouble.
I don't even remember that one.
I know John Candy played his daughter.
He did some paranormal show.
Well, that's right up his alley. My favorite thing Aykroyd's ever done outside of like Ghostbusters is the Elwood Blues Hour. He used to host an hour-long radio show on WXRT here in Chicago.
Yeah, I remember he did something like that. But I wasn't a big fan. Maybe I was too young for it, for the Blues Brothers. I know how big it was and how, I didn't love the film. I mean, I remember watching it and saying this is okay, but didn't love it.
Well, as someone who grew up in Chicago, I am legally required to love it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And Carrie Fisher's never been hotter. You remember she was trying to kill them through the whole movie because Jake left her at the altar?
Yeah. Did you see the new Superman trailer the other day? It's pretty good.
Yeah, man. I am so hyped for Superman, man. That movie's going to be amazing.
I'm getting more hyped for it. It was interesting to see the dynamic of Lois and Clark there because he's definitely not. She's being a true journalist. She's asking the hard question.
That was a little. That was a bit of a hard pill to swallow. Watching him lose his temper with her.
Right.
I'm like, that's a little out of character.
That's what some people on the net are saying about that. They're like, is it though? There's some trolls, like James Gunn said, those people are a minority that are trolling his Superman film. He's like, it's going to be good. And he's like, I'm trying to give you all the best best version I can of it. And so,
Well, I was, you know what? And here's the thing: watching that whole interview in the trailer, I was against like him getting upset with her questioning until he said people were dying.
yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, now I understand why he's justified in his anger there.
Yeah. He said he got a very nice letter from Tyler Hoechlin, who, what I tell you, one of the best Lois and Clark dynamics in Superman ever was Superman and Lois, and just their relationship and how they really humanized Superman. And he said Tyler Hoechlin sent him the best like well wishes, corn sweat or whatever his name is, which I
Right.
And
I
all
think
that.
we could probably all agree that the worst Lois and Clark dynamic is Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher.
Back in the day, I loved that Lois and Clark. That was a great, and that was really the first time we saw like it was really wasn't meant to be a Superman show as much as it was meant to be Lois and Clark. I don't know if it's the worst. Probably in hindsight, it might be, but I mean, I love the older Lois Lane from The Adventures of Superman with George Reeves. And of course, Margot Kidder is a good one.
Yeah, Margot Kidder and Christopher Reeve is the best Lois and Clark dynamic ever.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Because that one thing that he had, Christopher Reeve had, was he had charisma. He had that charisma about him, you know.
Well, and Christopher Reeve did an excellent job of playing Superman and Clark as two different characters.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're saying Cornswit's kind of the same way. But, we'll see. Oh, no, you know what? Actually, there is a worse Lois and Clark dynamic than Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher.
Okay, which one?
It's Brandon Ralph and Kate, what's her name?
I agree. That's my least favorite Lois Lane.
She was terrible.
She was kind of cruel to him. And I don't believe that he would have just up and left and not told her something. It's pretty lame the way that story was set up. I think he did a great homage to Christopher Reeve's Superman and Richard Donner Superman.
But it didn't make any sense. Like, if that island is like made of kryptonite, how is he flying it into space?
He did fall back and he almost died from it, but yeah.
Well, but he wouldn't have been able to lift it in the first place. Just being in the proximity of that island would have weakened him to less than a human.
I guess he was just showing how his strength isn't just his physical strength, it's his fortitude or whatever, He's like, I have to do this,
Well, you can't establish that a simple kryptonite necklace can fucking drown the guy and then say he can lift an island of it. You know what I'm saying?
It would be more magnified, the effect. Yeah. Just being near it. It's radiation basically from his planet. That's what it is. So, but yeah.
But I have to admit, and as a Superman fan, you're not going to like this, but I'm more excited for Fantastic Four than I am for Superman.
I'm trying to get excited for all of it. I don't think
watching Galactus walk down the street is enough for me to be super excited.
Yeah, he's not a cloud. Yeah, I know. I want to see that. And I want it to be believable. And I still think that this Silver Surfer we're getting is from the Fantastic. Well, it is.
Well, it's an alternate universe. They've already said that.
Right. So I feel like we're going to.
The reason they didn't go with Norton Rad is because they didn't want to waste him. Because after Secret Wars, when they established the definitive 616,
that's it.
They're going to bring in a new Norton Rad. And
that's exactly what I was going to say.
And my pick for him is Keanu Reeves. They've been looking for someone for a role for Keanu in the MCU for a long time.
I'll tell you what.
I can't think of a better role than Norton Rad.
I still love Lawrence Fishburne voicing the other one that we saw and the Rise of the Silver Surfer. I think he really had that outworldly kind of, the way he did it was perfect. And it's hard for me to not see Silver Surfer as that version of Silver Surfer. They might have not been a great film.
I guess that's the reason that I think Keanu would be so good, is because Norrin Red was like kind of like a punkish surfer type kid on his planet.
He could do it.
Galactus's herald to save his girlfriend and his world from getting destroyed.
But I feel like that he's such a big artist. Would they cover him and all that I feel at some point they would show Keanu's face. You know what I mean?
They'll show like a digital version of it.
Well, you know what I'm saying, but it's like as much as I love the original Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire, he couldn't keep that mask on. That was one of the first things people said. He's like, keep your mask on, when you're Spider-Man. It's like, it's kind of like that. But I don't know. Keanu,
right? But at the same time, not every actor has an ego where they need their face to be shown,
and he doesn't.
Right? And Keanu has done voice roles before. He was, what was his name? The Evel Knievel character in Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
I can't. And look at like Zoe Saldana. Like you could tell that Neytiri was Zoe Saldana, even though it was a digital character.
That's true. And Keanu's got the right build. He's kind of, thin. He's always been thin. And
right.
He could look like the Silver Surfer, what we imagine him to look like.
And I would argue that due to the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, Keanu can embody that alien-like personality, well.
That was a better film than it got credit for, I think.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It feels kind of similar. I get what you're saying, the otherworldly.
Yeah, and it would be fun to know that both Morpheus and Neo played the Silver Surfer.
I'm still worried about Robert Downey Jr. as how he's going to physically look in the costume, what the costume's going to look like.
They're saying that that they're kind of leaning into Downey Jr. playing him by saying Doom is going to introduce himself as Tony from another world to deceive them.
See, I like that.
Right.
But I mean,
again, I think it because everyone is complaining about the multiverse, and I'm like, there's plenty of comic book precedent for it. And with the exception of one less than stellar film, I think they've done a pretty good job with the multiverse so far.
Well, what I heard recently, and I don't know if it's true, but from what I heard was that Doomsday is going to be split into 2 films, and it's going to come out. Part 1's going to come out in May and December or something. May and November or May and December of the same year, which is weird, but it's not unprecedented. But I think maybe they need to do that because we're going to have at least 23 different heroes, and we're supposed to have 5 different teams. I'm hearing there's going
to be a lot of death in between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
That's what they were saying.
A lot of
they're saying it's going to be like Infinity
contracts
War.
Are running out. They're not going to be there after Secret Wars, because Secret Wars is all about condensing the multiverse into one universe.
I feel like we're going to get,
which is why I think one of the characters that's going to die has to be Loki.
I don't think Loki will die unless Doom goes in there and undermines Loki. And if he does, then he can get control of the multiverse, almost quite literally.
Right. Well, how else would he get? That's what I'm saying. Right. Because for Doom to become God Emperor Doom and start up the Secret Wars, he needs to combine those universe threads into one to create Battleworld. Right.
That's
and
true.
How he does that without going through Loki, I don't understand.
Well, maybe that's going to be at least the one big thing. I feel like you said, I've been thinking along those lines that he's going to come back and they're like, Tony, how are you back? How are you alive? And then he's going to say, I'm not Tony. And he's going to like kill Loki or kill somebody, or I feel like a major character, at least one major hero is going to die. And it's going to be permanent. And it's going to be one of the essentially the legacy characters. I feel we're getting a Thor 5, so I don't think it's going to be Thor, because that's going to be down the road.
Hemsworth loves being Thor because his kids love him being Thor.
Right. And he's got some medical condition where he said he's like, that's why he needs to stop playing Thor. He's going to be retiring from films eventually. I don't know.
M3, how's it going, man?
Good. Marky and his friend Manny from New York came over. They just left, and then Chrissy was like, I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to eat that. I was like, all right, cool. Go to the garage, shut the door. What do you guys do?
Well, it's nice of you to come back and join us on your own stream.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We were keeping it going, though. We're having a good conversation.
Yes. Right. That's all cool. But hey, Geek, you're growing your hair out, or what?
No, I got it cut. I got it cut, and I shaved all this off. Yeah, it's a new look. There's a purpose behind it, but I can't talk about it right now.
No, I have gay hair too, dude. It's literally I have the gayest haircut right now. It's stupid. Dude.
Well, wait a minute, Ed. What does a dolphin have to do with your hair?
What did I say?
Well, you said there was a porpoise behind it.
There's a porpoise. Yeah, there's a porpoise behind it. But I can't talk. There's a porpoise behind me. Where? No. I can talk about it offline, but not online.
Look at his fancy camera. Follows him where he goes.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you're letting me down here. Come on, camera. You embarrassed me in front of the wizards.
Right. It's like I only have y-axis. Stop using the X.
I think you do. There you go. Thank you. Rise, Lord Vader.
Get him pretending he's tall.
Hey, Ed, just for conversation's sake. This is nothing other than just for conversation's sake. I personally don't mind the Jesus, whether they're black or white, the figures that were portrayed tonight. I don't care if there's an AK-47 in Jesus' hand. I don't care if I think any faction of Jesus that might get mentioned, that's great. What do you think about? Did you get offended by Jesus and be like, they really shouldn't be doing that?
Oh, of course they shouldn't be doing that.
Well, technically,
what's the line?
Those figures break the 10 Commandments. Because the 10 Commandments says, thou shalt not worship any graven images.
Yeah, but they're not worshiping it. They're just playing with it. So we could rule that one out for sure. Hey, because if we were
it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, okay, not your cup of tea. Gotcha.
None of that's my cup of tea in it.
Okay,
I don't condone any of that personally.
Okay, so
I'm not here to judge others. So.
Right. I like the Jesus figure because anything that draws attention to something that somebody might want to learn into, somebody might see that and be like, "What is that? Wait, what's his name? What's his magic power? What's his
magic power?"
Yeah. It just brings attention to.
Well, I don't see any difference between those Jesus figures and like, say, people who have the Virgin Mary statues out in front of their house or a cross on their wall or any of that.
There's a difference because none of those have guns and whatever.
None of those Jesus figures come with guns.
They don't come with guns.
How about the fuckers? Hey, Jesus coming hot, boys.
I never saw Saint Francis with the AK-47.
None of those Jesus figures come with guns.
I'm gonna get these snakes. None of that.
I'm just saying, none of those figures come with that stuff.
Yeah, wake up, Ed. Hey, we're doing Jesus with guns, motherfucker.
Like if people want to put a gun in his hand after they buy him, that's on them. But the figure itself doesn't come with any of that.
It's happening. That's great. Hella great. I like guns. I think Jesus would look really good with guns. If he could shoot something, better than a trooper.
I'll let you and Jesus work that out. That's your business, not mine.
M3 froze. He's got a blurry face.
He does. Yeah, he just got struck by lightning. There we go.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and hey, you're close enough to the mic that we can hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, was that man? The mic sucks, man. Try and get on the mic.
Well, bro, when you're standing 10 feet away from it, what do you expect?
Just get your wireless one like caveman.
Digital?
Yeah. That's what he does when he's on. I got one. I got a couple of them. I just don't use them because I got mine all hooked in.
So, Ed, by that rationale, you must hate the figure of me, right? Because I'm like a golden idol.
I don't look at you as a god. You're not my savior.
Well, that's not
There's
what
a
we're
difference.
saying.
There's a
That's not what
difference.
we're saying, Ed. Look at him. He is an idol.
He's a golden idol at that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like that cow that Moses got so mad about.
Beef.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm sure you're in better shape.
Do you think there's such a thing as manna? Manna was the food that was provided before the Egyptianites when they left.
You're talking about manna.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess you could say manna. I've never heard
Do you,
of
do you
manna.
believe in the manna machine that produced it? Because on Ancient Aliens, they have the
Ancient alien. Well, there you go. The guy with the hair.
yeah. What do you think of that?
I don't know. It's like Nostradamus. It's fun science fiction, but I don't think there's reality to it.
How do they survive the desert with no food and no water?
By the grace of God.
Manna. Manna. Was there a machine, or did God just produce it out of the fucking thin air?
He wouldn't need a machine.
Right.
He can just will it into existence.
It's a miracle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was probably that band from Liverpool.
Why do they have
Oasis?
Oh.
Why do they have drawings of the fucking manna machine?
Because people wrote science fiction back then. I don't know.
So you have
people believe what they believe.
You haven't researched it enough to figure that point out.
Not that particularly, but
have you researched it enough, M3?
Well, only from Ancient Aliens. So no.
So not at all.
Nope. I regurgitate what I hear.
And that's where there's a lot of problems in the world. We just regurgitate. No offense. I'm just saying in general.
No, I offended myself right now.
Yeah. But
it's like, what do you do? That's what we're given as information, and so then you start. But it just makes you ponder. That's all. It makes you think.
Well, I've always loved in comics. I've always loved the what if. What if this? What if that? It's like
right in DC they call it Elseworlds.
That's true. They do. Well, they said they had canceled the Batman, the sequel. Then now they said it's back on with a new director, and it was what's the name? The guy that was writing it, Tim. What's his name?
Burton?
No, it's not Tim. What's the guy? What's the guy that did the first one?
Gosh.
The Robert Pattinson Batman. The director, the writer, director.
Oh, Gunn? Not Gunn.
No. What's his name?
Oh, Prophet. Forgive me.
It's not Tim Pool. Who is that? I don't know what that name is. I can't even remember now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, but he's apparently stepped away. He was going to just be like in the background, kind of like a Christopher Nolan. Matt Reeves. But he's had some medical issues, or I don't know. You hear different things. So now apparently the film's going to go on with a different director, and now he may not even be part of it. He may just be involved with like the story of it, but he's not directing it. He's stepping away.
Well, according to Google, he's still the director. It's coming out October 1st, 2027.
Well, they pushed it back, but like I was watching John Campea last week, and he said that it's gonna go into production soon, but with a new director. So maybe they haven't officially changed it, but I don't know.
Yeah, according to Google, it's still Matt Reeves directing, and the screenplay is Matt Reeves
Right.
and Mattson Tomlin.
Yeah. So they just waited too long on that film. And to be honest with you, I didn't like the direction the Joker was going. I got a feeling that it might be the worst Joker. Not as bad as Jared Leto's attempt at Joker.
Well, I'll tell you this: Paul Dano's Riddler is the best Riddler that's ever been on film.
That was an intense Riddler. It's like, yeah, that is pretty intense. I mean, we're talking about a dead man while we're talking about
Dead man. You should
Batman.
jump in, man. We're talking movies.
Yeah, we're talking movies. We were just talking about Doomsday and then talking about the Batman. And we talked about Superman, the new Superman.
Hey, Dead Man.
Just throw a link out there for Dead Man M3.
Throw it in the chat.
There it is. Present.
I can't believe I'm up this late.
Yes, you can.
4:30.
You can believe it. It's Saturday. Fuck you.
I got graduations to go to this weekend. Two different ones.
Cute.
Not mine, but someone else's.
Take us with you, man.
Speak for yourself. I don't want to go to some jackass.
No, me neither. Me neither, Prophet. Fuck graduations. Fuck bridal showers.
Mine's coming up in the first part of June.
Fuck all that shit.
I'll be happy. I'm happy to be graduated.
Here I am. Oh, shit, man. And there I am.
StreamYard.
Kind of good. Yeah.
I was trying to get my grass cut tonight. I was like, I'm going to get it cut. And I was out there with a flashlight on my phone cutting the grass. I was like, I'm going to finish this lawn.
Good. Yeah,
but then my bag got full and part of the lawn I didn't finish. And then I went to the store, the Walmart, and they didn't have any bags because I'm out of like the.
You're a loser. You're a loser. Get your shit mowed.
I know. Most of it's like 80% of it's done. Just a little patch is not done because like my lawnmower bag couldn't handle it. I was like, you can't handle the grass.
Yeah.
They're retelling the Odysseus tale soon.
Oh, Christopher Nolan. Yeah.
Christopher Nolan redoing the Odyssey.
That's going to be epic. I cannot wait.
Right. I'm pretty excited for that, man.
I know M3 is excited for
the Odyssey is like one of the oldest stories ever told.
Yeah, Homer's Odyssey. I know M3 you're excited for Megan 2.0.
Megan in the
I want to see it, the sequel.
What do you got? Where she's the succubus in the video game? That's great. Megan.
Matt Damon is playing Odysseus, so we'll see how that goes.
Why do they keep choosing the same fucking people to do the same roles?
I trust Nolan, so Nolan knows what he's doing.
Well, when was the last time the Odyssey got made? Was that like the 40s?
No, what was the one that had Brad Pitt in it? Was that?
Well, that was Troy.
Troy. That was Troy. Okay.
I've seen Troy once. The whole thing once.
Did that have like the Trojan horse and all that in it, or was that?
Yeah. Well, it was the story of Troy. Yeah. So
Troy. Okay.
Yeah, there was Achilles.
I have to watch it again. It's been a while.
And that makes me think of what's the one? Clash of the Titans. Whenever you talk about that, it makes me think of.
Well, except one's mythology and one is history.
True.
And granted, Troy took a lot of liberties with history.
Yes, I
You know,
did.
if you watch like a a history major talk about Troy, they'll tell you just how wrong it was.
Right. They'll pick it apart.
But that's gonna be the case because when you're talking history and you're trying to sell it to a mainstream audience, you have to take a lot of creative liberties to make
Right.
it entertaining. You know what I mean? It's very rare that they stick close to reality when it comes to those types of things.
Well, that's a good point, because I was thinking, I was watching a review of the Superman trailer, the latest one, and I forgot what channel it was, but one of the guys said, whenever I think of Superman, he's like, that's always been my favorite superhero my whole life. And he said, I hear the John Williams score, and he's like, I'm really trying not to hear the John Williams score and think about Christopher Reeve as Superman. He's like, I'm really trying my hardest when I go into this new movie to, even if the film is reminiscent of the John Williams score, he's like, I'm gonna try to see Corn Sweat as Superman and not Christopher Reeve. And he's like, that's something he's like, I'm intently working on. It's hard when something's so perfect, perfectly encapsulates like something like that.